how many hands went up to say you were on Google Plus? How cool is that? Do I have you in my circles? And if I don't, let's make sure that we do have each other in our circles. Pleasure to be here and talk with you about the new emerging platform of human media. How many of you guys have heard of human media? No hands in the room. Some hands in the room. Okay. Well, this is a new layer of social, and it's powered by Google Plus Hangouts. So what I do at Veterans United, and what I did at KOMU TV as well, is essentially develop a virtual front porch and a face-to-face virtual front porch. So whereas Facebook and Twitter are text-based, right? It's primarily a text-based forum where you comment on people's still pictures. This is a face-to-face forum, and we call it living, breathing human media. Why is it a face-to-face forum? Because it has what's called Google Plus Hangouts. Google Plus Hangouts are a 10-person video chat room. And what is it as well? It's a free broadcast stick for any business, for any entrepreneur. It's a global magic carpet that will take you around the world in a matter of seconds or a matter of minutes, and you can meet people from everywhere. Laurent, tell people where you're from.
I am from Paris in France.
Okay, so he's from Paris in France. And we'll have some others who will be joining us here in a moment to share their experiences with Hangouts as well. So 10-person group video chat room. People enter, go from all around the world. Hey, David, introduce yourself.
Hi, Dave Kutcher, web developer.
Okay, and he deals a lot with the blogger websites. I met David, I met Laurent in a Hangout. Just like you guys meet people on Facebook and Twitter, right? You meet people face-to-face in Hangouts. Now, why might you say, would you want a social network where you would be able to communicate with people face-to-face? Well, what we're finding is the level of engagement is far greater than any Facebook or Twitter post because you're seeing them in person, and it is like these people on the laptop are in that next room right next to you. And David, where are you from? Remind me again. What city?
I'm in Western Massachusetts.
Okay, so he's in Western Massachusetts. So also with Google Plus, a lot of people, when it first came out, they said it was a ghost town because they got on and they said, where are my friends? My friends aren't on Google Plus. Google Plus is a place where you talk to strangers. It is a virtual trade show in the middle of a crowdsourcing tool. So you have the ability to find people who share your passions. You have the ability to find people who are geeked out about human media, as these people are in my Hangout right there. You have the ability to find journalists. You have the ability to find veterans who are also interested in your causes. And through a feature called Circles, you're able to connect with them. And hello, Martin. Tell people where you're from.
I'm from Wales. Just popping in to say hi.
Hello.
How are you?
It's very good to see you. We are talking to the Mid-Missouri Young Entrepreneurs Summit about human media and why Hangouts matter. So, just a taste. We have people from all over the world. Alicia TV. Hi, Alicia TV.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. You want to introduce yourself and tell people where you're from?
My name's Alicia TV, and I live in Raleigh, North Carolina.
All right, excellent. So we're talking to this group a little bit about human media. So do you see where it might be considered a magic carpet that can take you around the world in a matter of seconds, in a matter of minutes? So that's a great feature, but it's also a great feature for businesses because you know what? This Hangout streams live on YouTube, okay? I clicked the Start Broadcast button, so right now all of these individuals, and what I'm saying with you here right now is streaming live on YouTube. Google Plus is the left hand, and YouTube is the right hand, right? They work together and they're interconnected in this space. So you have the ability not only to hang out with these individuals, but you as businesses have a free broadcast tower in the middle of a crowdsourcing tool with the ability to find your customers or find people who share your interests. Hey, Larry, good to see you. Tell people where you're from.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey.
I'm from Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay, so he's from Trinidad Tobago, and he has a cooking show that he does via Hangouts. He has no broadcast tower, right? What does he have? He has a very powerful stick of YouTube that is connected with Google+, whereas he is able to meet individuals from all around the world in this space. So after you click the Start Broadcast button on your Hangout, it streams live on YouTube, and guess what else it does? It automatically records to your YouTube channel. So you don't need any fancy capturing software, right? You don't need a live stream or Ustream account. It's all embedded right there, right in the middle of Google+. So say you work for a home loan company, right? Because that's what I work. I work for Veterans United, and we are looking to tell stories about veterans and military members in this space. So I have the ability via this platform to crowdsource individuals and to find veterans and military service members in order to not only connect with them via a text-based tweet or Facebook post. I have the ability to look in there and see that David has a fish behind his head. David, what kind of fish is that? He's frozen there.
Fish?
Yeah, what kind of fish?
Fish behind me, right there.
Yeah, I think it's marlin or something like that. But it's audio controlled. Our internet connection is a little bit slow here, but it's audio controlled in that the person who's speaking is automatically propelled into the big box of the screen. So you don't need a fancy television production switcher or anything like that. The person who's talking is automatically propelled up into the blue box. So think of all of those things for a business and these are free tools, by the way. Anyone can go right now and set up a Google Plus account by going to plus.google.com, fill out the information, and not only fill out the information, but make sure you fill out your profile picture and your about section. Because you are looking to connect with strangers, right? That's how we network with people that we don't know. You want to make sure that that profile is filled out completely. And then what do? You hang out. A lot of people have gotten on the platform and say, well, where is everybody? You know, I post and, you know, where is everybody? Everybody is in Hangouts. What will happen is any of these individuals who don't know each other inside this Hangout, what will they do after they're done? They will get a message on the profile that says, Alicia TV and David and Larry Filanillier and Laurent hung out with, and it'll have their profile pictures. And anybody has the ability to see those individuals. And if you're in a Hangout and you meet somebody who has a common interest, or if you meet somebody who you think might be interesting to follow, you circle them. And so that is how the individuals find each other, is basically through that forum of Google+. Now, why is that important for businesses? Because we as businesses are trying to develop a closer relationship with our customers, right? So we have a social team that right now, most people have a social team that's text-based, right? We are commenting on text-based posts on social media. A customer comments, or you know, somebody else comments on there and we comment back, and it's all text-based. But do we really get to know them? No, not at all. Every one of these individuals, Alicia I haven't known very much. Hey, Monica just joined us as well. I know I can tell a story about each and every one of those individuals in the Hangout. And I probably wouldn't have been able to do that on Twitter. Why? Because we spend time together, right? You are in a room with somebody, you're looking at their background, you are looking at maybe you have a question about where they got the pin on their jacket. What's that picture behind you? What's that fish behind you? Why are you hanging out from a mountain? Because you can do mobile hangouts as well. All of these are ways of having a deeper level of engagement with your audience. I mentioned that Hangouts are now enabled for mobile. You can do this from your mobile phone, okay? Live tweeting is yesterday. In the coming year, what you will be seeing is people walking through riots, breaking news events with their mobile phone and live hanging. They've got a Hangout on their phone, and people are on their phone either asking them questions about what they're seeing or contributing information from that riot. So no longer is it just singular live reports, it's group live reports powered via a powerful crowdsourcing tool via Hangouts. So that's a trend that we will see in the coming year. But definitely for business, what we will see is people developing what I and others at Google, Vic Gandatra, call virtual front porches. And what is that? It's a face-to-face virtual front porch. We at Veterans United, we have a Hangouts team, okay? So our virtual front porch is open every single day at 4 o'clock for no other reason than for people to come up, cozy up to our virtual front porch via Hangouts, say hello, tell us the projects that they're working on, listening to what they're doing, and getting to meet individuals. And why is that important? Because you want a closer relationship with your customers. And not only do you want a closer relationship, all of the individuals who join your Hangouts also have social platforms with which to share your content, correct? Because no longer are we disseminating information one to many, right? Those days are gone. One to many is gone. We are disseminating information now one to few, and then those few people share and share and share. So a platform like this is really tailor-made for this kind of endeavor, because you have the ability to share with a small group of people, 9 other people plus the host in this instance, and then those people share and share and share. If you hover over the thumbnails, you can see you have the ability to mute their video, you have the ability to mute their mic, and then if you don't like them, you do have the ability to eject them, but we like everybody who's in here. Barbara Steinberg, hello Barbara, she just joined us as well. So that's a little bit about the platform of Google Plus Hangouts. I would encourage you all to do a few different things. Number one, to get a Google Plus account. Because in the future, as all of you young entrepreneurs, if you are starting up your own campaign, and not only do you want a Kickstarter or an Indiegogo account in order to raise money, but you want a Google Plus account because you want the ability, who doesn't want a free broadcast stick? I mean, who would not want a free broadcast station in their pocket, really, right? Because you have the ability to hang out on your mobile phone. So I would encourage all of you to get your account, definitely connect with me and with others who are using this platform a lot and the face-to-face virtual front porches. I hang out every day at 4, and I'd love to have you guys in there and talking about and giving a forum, really, to what you all are working on. I find that highly fascinating. If you would email me, my email address is easy to remember. It's Sarah with an H, sarah.hill@veteransunited.com. And when you email me, if you would give me a link to your Google Plus profile, that way I have the ability to add you to my circles. One of the things with Hangouts is you have and because we're using Hangouts a lot on TV, we needed to have a group of people in the Hangouts who were what I called FCC approved. Right? Be respectful and wouldn't say a curse word or something on air. So whenever I open up a Hangout, because it is streaming on YouTube, I need to make sure that I know everybody who's joining it. So that's why I would love it if you would email me ahead of time and give me a link to your profile. That and my notifications go so fast that I don't have the ability to keep up with any one person who adds me. So please let me know and email me a link to your profile so that we have the ability to connect. We have 2 million followers on this platform. So any of you all who have startup groups, definitely Mid-Missouri, we are wanting to highlight that. And we all have the ability to connect face-to-face, and I definitely want to connect face-to-face with you all in a Hangout. Veterans United also has a Google Plus page, and a lot of our events are happening on there right now. So if you go to, within Google Plus, and just search Veterans United, +1 the page underneath our profile picture, that says to us that you all are interested in connecting with us. And then also add us to your circles. On a business page, businesses aren't able to add people unless they add them first. It's an anti-spamming policy by Google. So we can't even contact you on a business page unless you have added us first or plussed us first. So I'd encourage you all to do that. Hi, Craig Thompson. Craig Thompson just joined as well. And he is from the Dallas, Texas area. He does mobile apps. So, any questions about the Google Plus platform, about human media, the new emerging platform of human media, that hopefully in a year, all businesses are going to know the importance of having a face-to-face virtual front porch? Yes? Yeah, they asked how many people can be in a Hangout. It's 9 plus the host. 9 plus the host. Not all Hangouts have to be broadcast on YouTube. You can have a private Hangout if you'd like. And just don't click the Start Broadcast button. A Hangout on air has the ability to be broadcast on YouTube. So for private conversations, face-to-face, kind of like group Skype, but only better because it happens in the middle of a powerful social network. It happens in the middle of a crowdsourcing tool. How many of you guys know your friend's Skype address, right? I don't. This has all of their addresses where you can find them. And not only that, you have the ability to pull up their profiles, and not only that, you have the ability to add them into your circle of photographers, of storytellers, of journalists, of human media interest groups, and all of those types of things. So way more powerful than Skype. Any other questions? Yes. Absolutely. See all these apps on the top? You can even create a lower third graphic with which to put up your information, which is underneath it. It comes in with your title, and you have the ability to put your website up there. I am John Smith, and this is my website. This is my company that I'm wanting to start. So any Hangout that you join, you have the ability for the world to know when you join that Hangout that what is the name of your company and your website. It's like a big, huge billboard you can put on underneath there. You have the ability to add sound effects. You have the ability to screen share. Okay, so you had a document on your computer and you wanted to screen share it, you would have the ability to do that. All kinds of different apps. There's effects that you can put on there, icons that you can put on there. I mentioned sound effects. There's a cameraman app where you can, if you're doing broadcasts, you can white out people so that nobody on YouTube sees them until you want to bring them in. I mean, it's amazing what they've done with the technology and how it really is a free television station for businesses in that respect. Yes? Uh-huh. Yes, it does not have to do with your webcam. The quality of your webcam is not as important as the strength of your internet connection. Obviously, a corded internet connection is best. Wi-Fi works as well. There is a setting on here that I could click if I wanted to, but I won't just because we have individuals here. But it's especially for slow internet connections. So if you clicked that speed, you would see the screens clearer, and there wouldn't be a video lag in that respect. Yes. And Tiny Chat? You know, I'm not familiar with that. I've heard of Nimble. Have you heard of Nimble? It also pronounced Nimble. There's also Uvu and Spreecast and Airtime. Tiny Chat, well, number one, Tiny Chat probably isn't in the middle of a crowdsourcing tool, right? A powerful crowdsourcing tool where you have the ability to find individuals, and it doesn't broadcast on YouTube, does it? Okay, well, broadcast to Twitter, which isn't necessarily a video destination. You have the ability to share this Hangout on Twitter as well. You have the ability to share it on Facebook. You can cross-pollinate across all of your social platforms. But that's what makes it unique, is that not only does it happen in a crowdsourcing tool, but it happens on one of the largest broadcast sticks in the world, right? YouTube, which is pretty amazing. It used to be on YouTube that you needed special clearance in order to go live on YouTube. You needed to be a live partner for YouTube. That's all been blown away, and via Hangouts, you have the ability to go live and share your message with the world. Any other questions? Is that it? Well, thank you very much. Again, please email me and let me know your Google Plus address so we can stay connected, because I would like to interact with all of you face to face. So good to see some